Hello and welcome to another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, of a game I've done 2 quick looks of already, that being In Heat, Lustful Nights. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get a demo on itch.io for free, or if you want the full game, as it's being developed, you can go to Steam or someplace else. It's kind of funny that I've done this quick look 2 times before, but at least granted, one of them was like you run a wrestling area with these robots, and another is basically Five Nights at Freddy's. But then there's also dating, which visual novel and all that stuff. And was that VSync? Ugh. So, just select character with the up and down buttons, I guess. Do I click on any of them? I know. Oh well, default, but let's reset our face voiced. And making sure I'm recording because I actually did an entire episode of so Leo looked and was like, oh right, we changed the recording button. That's especially painful. Ooh, out. In this job, it's unusual for the higher-ups to send you to 1 or 2 different facilities in a day. Staff are expected to be flexible, like the robots. It is, however, unusual to be requested to attend a meeting with Prinny at the old Diamond Straits Executive Building. I've been in the security office. I've been at the Lucky 69, nice. But this is the first time I even get to come close to this place. I don't know much about it, but I know that only some of the highest paying clients get access. Guess I'm moving up in the world. As much as I want to make the moment to pat myself on the back, I have an appointment to keep. I have to rush out of my room to get to the tram. First impressions are important. I'd hate to be late. I'm ushered to the elevator on arrival. The ride up that feels like endless floors before finally arriving at reception. I find Prinny sitting at her desk, fiddling with a fancy stylus pen. She carries it with her whenever she goes and staring intently at the tablet in her hands. She only looks up from the screen when the elevator doors close behind me. Her expression remains blank, almost disinterested, for a few moments, and then her customer service experiences kick in.
Well, how do you do, sir?
Oh, that makes things easy. Oh. I was about to be like, yay, I don't have to read as much. Nope. Good to see you finally made it up here. It seems like she knows what I'm here for. That's good, because I have no idea. Word around town is you got yourself a ticket. Oh, what? Her smile widens. It would appear at once from amusing to cute.
Let me explain for you.
Here in the Diamond Straits, we got a little dating service. I help run that. Also, can you put the... Okay, I can't click on anything. What would log be? Oh, that? Okay. Click. For employees? For girls, dummy. It's how the corporation shows their appreciation for the hard work those gals put in. But what does this have to do with me? Do I have to, supervise them while they go on dates? I can see her suppressing a laugh. I appreciate the attempt.
You're lucky you're cute, hon.
No, you don't have to protect him. Then why am I here? Because you're up to bat, sweetheart. The girls are showing interest, so I gotta make sure you're in the show. I'm still confused, and she thankfully notices. So there's these tickets, right? When a girl is given a ticket, they pick a fella, and they get a little quality time with him. It's a way to distress. And I got one? For Sammy herself. You're a lucky one. She's always a hot commodity. I try not to look too happy. It doesn't work. I'm smiling too much. So, I go on a date with Sammy? Then what? Prinny laughs. Well, that's up to you two. It ain't none of my business what goes on. But I should tell you that that one date don't mean much if you can't keep 'em. Keep 'em keen. How do I know? How'd you do that?
You really are clueless, huh?
I'm sorry. I don't go on many dates. Usually I'm like, hey, do you want to go out? And they're like, no, but I want to woo. And it's like, great. I try not to look too hurt. It doesn't work. I'm frowning too much. Well, one of the best ways to charm a pretty young thing is with tokens of affection. Gifts. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Glad to see you're following. But you're pretty slow. Now, you know those poker chips you get for being a good boy? Of course. I'm a very good boy. Maybe the best boy. Downstairs, we got ourselves one of them there gacha ball machines. You can use the chips in those, and it'll spit out all sorts of stuff. Stuff that could make a fellow like you all the more attractive to a girl of your dreams. Hell, there might be something in there that Missy would want, and she's fussy as they come. Is that why we got those coins, then did the gacha thingies, and then, I got, like, coffee pods? Wait, do I have to gamble for what I want? I can't just buy the gifts outright? A sparkle of mischief gleams in her eyes.
Love is a gamble, ain't it?
No, love is a battlefield. Also, can you find love on the battlefield, Snake? She's got me there. It's a shame. I've never been particularly lucky. Well, you got everything you need out of me.
Just come over anytime.
And if you got some dates lined up, we'll get them going. Don't be discouraged if you don't get a lot of dates right away. Girls are busy doing their own thing most of the time. Still, they can surprise you. You never know when you're gonna get your time to shine.
Got someone in mind.
The Nubian Jackal. Oh, huh. Complete nightclub tape. I guess I'd have to go through all that thing? Oh, but... I mean, there's the Nubian Jackal there. There's that really big awooed wolf gal who likes pies. Then there's also that, like, one that for some reason has a sniper. Let's do Nile. In a long shot, I think... Who's at the door? I like to think of myself as an opportunist. I try to look at the world as though through the glass is half full. With that in mind, this job is turning out a little more intense than I first anticipated. I finished tonight without too many problems, but it's taking a little time to get used to all of the rooms here and what the clients are looking for. Don't put that one into the moon room. It makes it more... It takes even more time to get used to how the girls operate, but the doors are holding up well. A few smudges on the glass never hurt anybody. At the very least, finishing up the shift here in the nightclub is definitely less stressful than my old job. I swear, sometimes I hear that doll squeaking when it's quiet. Is that how it's supposed to go that we worked in the Five Nights at Freddy's and then we came here? With enough practice, I think I could really make a life for myself here.
Sweetie, could I talk to you?
Sure. I almost faint. I don't know why. I thought the girls would honor their end of the shift. Honor the end of the shift? Part of me gently thought that once the clock hit 6 o'clock, they just stopped existing. Whoa, hey, hi. Aren't you meant to be... I don't know where to go. Where they go. No one ever told me what they're supposed... where they're supposed to do... Where they're supposed to go, yeah. It's not my job to get them there, right? Somewhere? Room, cage, storage closet? Maddie giggles and steps further in the room. Even when I'm standing, Maddie still towers over me. The kitsune, his ears... I don't know why I'm suddenly having a hard time reading. I mean, not the obvious thing, but still. Anyways, stop just shy of scraping against the ceiling, with her wide hips barely able to fit through the door. Those impossibly huge uwoos sway with every breath. They need to breathe? How does she even walk with those? We have room, silly, but I want to speak with you before you left. Is okay? We're all a lot more relaxed once the sun is up. He doesn't seem interested in attacking me, so she's either playing the long con or things looking up. Either way, my options are limited to acceptance. Yeah, sure. What's up? She smiles, and I smile back. I think it's a fear response. You're getting the hang of things. Do you feel at home yet? I'm taken aback by the choice of conversation topic. Honestly, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. But I guess I'm doing a pretty good job. So she may be onto something. Yeah, a little. I'm still getting my head around everything, though.
You'll get there.
We're all relying on it. Huh? We all hope you're doing well. You're important to us. Encouragement's nice, even if Maddie's particular brand of encouragement is a touch ominous.
So, about your date with Niall.
My what? My what?
She's there right now, waiting for you.
Your date with Niall. I was thinking that you two could go to the campground by the lighthouse. She's there right now, waiting for you. This is certainly a development. I don't have a date with Niall. I don't think Niall even likes me. I think she might actually hate me.
There's a thin line between love and hate, sweetie. There's an even thinner line between love and pain.
Oh, woo? It's becoming more than a touch ominous. Regardless, I think I'm on the bad side of those lines. It doesn't matter. What matters is how excited you are. Excited for what? The date. But as you previously established, I'm not going on a date.
Aw, but don't you want to?
Niall is very pretty, isn't she? I can't argue with that. I mean, yeah, of course, she's stunning. And she has those intense, alluring eyes. Though, hopefully if we're going to woo, she goes through a cleaning process, because after a night of wrestling, she might be a bit, you know. They're pretty alluring. Maybe. And not to mention that supple, curvaceous body that's begging to be taken. Mary steps towards me again, and I find myself retreating back with that thinking. I tip over my chair, falling back into it. Are you feeling comfortable, sweetie? I can't tell if I'm scared or woo. Maybe it's both. Oh god, am I one of those people? I used to work in the IT industry. Damn it. They pegged me as soon as they saw me. Ooh. Regardless, I make a quick nod before she leans closer, and the voice drops a little whisper. Good. Now, Niall. Her hand snakes its way down from my shoulder, and it comes to rest against my thigh. She's strong, but doesn't squeeze too hard, but instead to slowly drag her fingers along the fabric of my pants. You're afraid of her, intimidated by her attitude, but she's a good girl beneath it all.
Like you just want a little attention.
She just wants a little attention, da-da-da. My eyes drift down, without any fault of my own, from the angle I'm sitting at. I can almost see perfectly down her woo. Wait. Hey. Oh, this could be a, hey, you opted for a non-NSFW thing, so. What is that? Is that a little man? What is he doing here? How long has he been here? He looks so innocent, and in those eyes I can see such a deep, spiritual wisdom. It's like I'm staring into the void that contains it all. The voice that is asking all the fundamental questions of life, and the tome that guards all the answers. I feel as though I've known this little man all my life, and yet meeting him fills me with excitement. A childlike joy that I haven't felt in years. Yeah, probably. I can feel my mother's love, see my father's stern guidance in his gaze. I hear the voice of my favorite singer, and can watch the masterful brushstrokes of the great painters of old. Without a word, The little man is captivating me beyond anything that I've ever seen before, and I would weep were I not frozen in admiration. All I can do is stare on, hoping that this moment would never end, and knowing that even if it should, this impact will be forever felt from this day to my very last.
Okay, sweetie, go get her.
But did you see the little man over there? Oh god, I didn't hear a word of that. What was she saying? Quick, I have to just pretend I know. You're right. I'll catch the next tram. Nailed it. The employees' trams are busy at this time of day, when every night shift worker finishes their ordeal and the day shift takes their turn. I'm lucky enough to get a seat, but that's just because I missed the first tram out. We're simply the overflow. I want overflow. Anyways, it's crazy to think how many people it really takes to keep this machine running. Don't see that many of them while working, but in a pretty specialist role. I see the mechanics on their way back from servicing the tram systems. One of them is half asleep and rests his head on the other shoulder. I see some hotel staff stay in the corner, laughing amongst themselves about the drunken antics of the guests, stealing swigs out of a canteen as they pass between each other. I see a fellow security guard, and I give him a nod, but he doesn't give it back. I guess I haven't earned that yet. I overhear a few casino workers to my left muttering about missing out on seeing now at that shift. Little they know that I'm on my way to meet her, a special date just for me. I feel a very brief superiority before it's overtaken by excitement. Sure, I didn't hear Maddie's explanation of what the date was going to be, but she sounded very convincing that things would be good. I have to keep my imagination subdued as I count the stops between my office, or the office, and the hiking trail. The tram eventually pulls into my station. Hopefully whatever waits me is worth the hike. I'm not too familiar with the trail, but the lighthouse in the distance acts as my guide as I slowly drag my way through it. Where is the lighthouse? Also fire? There are times that I stumble, or I have to take a break. Those serve as great reminders that I just worked my full shift before this. But Maddie's promise of an eager version of Dial does a lot to keep me motivated. I'm still following the trail towards the lighthouse. When I approach the clearing, a gentle whisper catches my attention. I quickly duck behind a nearby tree. Or whimper? In the clearing, sitting in front of a gently smoldering fire pit, is now the lovely, elegant Empress of the island is hunched forward, crying into her hands, with her shoulders shaking, with each gut-wrenching sob. Rebecca has turned to me, so thankfully I'm not spotted. I really should have listened to what Maddie had to say, and imagine she warned me about this. I'm left feeling like I should cut my losses and get out of here before she figures out she's not alone. However, when I try to leave, I hear her breath catch in her throat as another soft whimper leaves her, and I find I'm unable to go anywhere. Maddie may be wrong about the nature of it, but more than ever, I feel like she needs me. Reluctantly, I for some reason dug behind this grass to sneak up on her. Quickly, I leave my hiding place and start crossing the clearing towards the fire pit. I keep my footsteps quiet so I don't startle her. As I get closer, I can pick up on the few quiet words between her tears. What am I going to do?
What's wrong with me?
It do be like that. I stop just far enough away that I might have a chance to run if she doesn't take too kindly to my support. Her twitches as the grass gently crunches beneath my boots. I take a deep breath and summon my courage. Hey,
What are you doing here?
Date? Well, I should have expected that reaction. But I'm in too deep to turn back now. I just wanted to ask if you're okay. You're crying. I'm not crying. Your mascara's running. I wasn't crying.
I wasn't crying.
There are some battles that we're not meant to win. Alright, you weren't crying. Perfectly fine. perfectly fine. You can go. Nothing wrong with you, or nothing's wrong. I saw that.
Quiet.
You know, it's okay to cry. I wasn't crying. Did something happen? Do you need to talk about it? I wasn't crying. My mother once told me I didn't know when to quit, and I'm starting to think she was right. Even in the face of an angry Nile, I just couldn't bring myself to leave. My gut tells me that I should stay, and I've always listened to that, for better or for worse. Okay, you weren't crying.
Finally, you listen.
But if I agree that you weren't crying, will you let me stick around for a while to keep you company? I could see her weigh her options, namely, the trouble of trying to convince me to leave and the consequences of simply killing me. Eventually, with a sigh, she turns her back to me again, and I take that as a silent agreement, join her on the bench. We sit there for a while, neither of us saying anything. She's waiting for me to get bored and leave. I'm waiting for her to get frustrated and say something. Unfortunately, it seems like she's better at handling awkward silences, so I'm the one to break it. Did you see that one guy that Pompey had tonight? The one that brought an urn with him? I think that was his wife or something. Is that Ken's threesome, or is it cuckolding? Niall gives a strange wide-eyed look, and I can see her lips find back a smile away. Or that one guy with Maddie was with. He couldn't remember her name when he went to request her. He just kept asking for mommy and pointing. I honestly thought it was a fetish thing, until he finally broke down and asked me who she was.
Why are you telling me all of this?
I shrug. I don't know. I just felt like you needed a distraction. She sighs and shakes her head. Why are you even here? Maybe it was just my fantastic intuition, but I'm starting to feel like Maddie was just making stuff up. Regardless, I can't bring myself to tell on her. Instead, I just shrug again. I just went to go for a walk, and got lucky.
Lucky.
What else would you call it when you find yourself sitting next to a beautiful woman? Despite herself, I finally earn her smile, but a small, brief
I
one.
accept your flattery. This time.
I'm hoping to accept it every time, because there's plenty more of it. That catches her attention. She tries to look distracted, but her tail is swaying. Such as? And my mother tried to tell me that being a kiss ass would never get me anywhere. Now that I think about it, my mother probably shouldn't have been saying that to a 6-year-old. You've got? It's hard picking one best trait. Nell is, by every metric, a very attractive woman. A great voice.
Acceptable.
Not many can be as entrancing with a single word. Your nails look very pretty. Do you get a manicure? I may have.
Keep going. Compliment me more.
I guess I'm in for the long haul. Sure. How about your hair is... I keep complimenting for what feels like hours, paving over hurt feelings with endless praise. By the end, I start running out of things to mention. I was trying to think of something mundane, but it's like, I don't know. Your feet are very feety. And I think I think your elbows really don't get the credit they deserve. They're sharp, but not pointy. There's an elegance there. I don't even remember how I got to the elbow. I think I started just moving through all the joints. My back of the knee compliment was a masterstroke. But now, I'm out of those too. Let's see. Your eyes are... She looks at me, and I'm left frozen as you lock eyes. I don't think I've ever noticed just how lovely they are. Those striking yellow irises, carefully styled in eyeshadow, even after crying, they were beautiful.
Is that so?
Yeah, they really are. As if on autopilot, my hand reaches over towards hers. My eyes are lost in those golden gazes. She snaps out of it before I do, but whether it's rejection or simply a naturally bashful response to sudden intimacy, I can't say.
I am glad you can recognize quality when you see it.
It's not just me, though. You're a star now. Everyone knows how great you are. The silence falls suddenly and harshly. I'm not sure exactly what I did, but it clearly is my fault. When in doubt, blame yourself. My mother taught me that. I should probably see a therapist or something. I'm not calling you conceited or anything, by the way. You just carry yourself just fine. What's with this atmosphere? I'm dying here. Niall, are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? I hear a gentle whine. She's struggling back to hold tears. If you need to talk, I'm here to listen. I won't tell anyone. It's just between you and me. She takes a slow, shaky breath and steadies herself. If I tell you, and you say anything to anyone... Whoa.
Swear.
There's a bit of bitterness in her tone that I can't shake. It makes me wonder how many times she's made this plea and had it fall on deaf ears. I swear, I won't say a word. Earlier tonight, before I came to the club, I had a special customer. You questioned me specifically and paid extra for the privilege because he wanted what Diamond Straits advertises. You.
Yes, but not just me.
The version of me in the films. The elegant, intimidating villainess that bends men to her will. I never saw those movies. Now that I think about it, probably would have helped to do that. At least some amount of research before coming to work here. And what's wrong with that? Now visibly pickles at the question.
Because that's not me.
Those films were made before I was born. I have no more connection with them than you do. Well, yeah, but it's just a character, right? Isn't that what you girls do? Now pauses. I shut up long enough to hear her find the right words. I couldn't be what they wanted me to be. He wanted me to do things to him. Things that are... I don't know. I hate even remembering it. It's okay. Just take it step by step. What did he want you to do? Mumble. Huh? Mumble slightly louder. Didn't quite catch that.
He wanted me to dominate him, talk dirty, call him a filthy pig, smother him with my body, and use him until he's a dried out withered mess to be tossed away.
Hello? Hot. Oh, God, I'm not one of those too, am I? And that's bad? Niall sighs. It's what the public wants from me. But it's not you. She nods gently.
It's not me.
What happened? You know, with the customer. Niall slumps further forward.
I tried my best.
He didn't give me enough time. It wasn't my fault. Did he hurt you? Wuss. Niall sighs deeply. Besides, he complained to management. He said I wasn't what was advertised, and they sent Sammy to replace me. You can go, he said. He dismissed me, like I was the help. Like I was lesser. Oh. We go silent for a while, and I can hear the gentle sniffle of a girl trying her best to keep it together. Everything comes naturally to her. It's effortless. And the worst part is, when she came in, she smiled at me, told me it was okay, and I resented her for that. She felt sorry for me, even while she was overshadowing me. She wipes her tears from her eyes again, and gives a hollow, bitter laugh.
Pathetic.
Deep down, she knows that's what I am. They all do. They can smell it. It's a lot to take in, but at the same time, it feels like I'm looking at the real now for the first time. It's raw, and it's messy, but I don't think you're pathetic. She looks at me with wide, wet eyes. You don't have to be Sammy. You don't have to be the movie character. You just have to be you. And anyone who thinks that's not good enough is missing out on a terrific, beautiful woman. I won't pretend that I know the right words to say, or even that I'm the right person to say anything at all. I make it up as I go along, saying what feels like what I feel the moment it comes to my head. But whatever the case, it seems to be getting through to her. And I can see just a glint of hope in those sad
Do
eyes.
you really mean that?
Scouts honor. She pauses. Scouts what? Scouts honor. It's a Boy Scout thing. You're a Boy Scout? Uh-oh. Yeah, sorta. For a while. And Mom said the uniform made me look fat, and the other Scouts were laughing behind my back. I really should call her. With the little scarves? Yep. And the shorts? I hate the shorts. Yeah. Now looks at me up and down, and for the first time in a while, I see a faint smile tug at her lips. What? Nothing. It teaches good life skills. Of course. I can tie a knot really well. I'm sure you can. And start a fire with nothing but a pile of sticks. Vital for any situation. You can laugh. Hey, I'm completely black. Now starts to laugh, and after a while, I can't help but join in. I think the absurdity of the situation finally hits, and neither of us can bring ourselves to stop until tears are stringing down our eyes, and our sides are starting to hurt. When we finally stop, it feels like we've gotten closer since we started. That's not figurative. I think she's literally closer to me on the bench. Suddenly, I feel a stray hand wandering across my thigh, and my eyes quickly find hers, staring directly at me. Hi. Her expression is strangely serious for a second. I'm worried she's going to jump me. Instead, she just keeps her hand pressed to my thigh, exploring along my pants leg, like she expects to find something. Maybe it was all the thinking about my mom, or respect for a very emotional vulnerability she's going through, but she's not going to find much. What are you doing? Why aren't you hard? Well, this is taking a turn. I never thought this would happen at all, let alone twice in one day. Though I kind of wonder if that meant that she did a thing before. I'm keeping my... Oh, I can't do that. Oh, well, I could always just do that. I'm just...
What? So I'm not good enough for you either?
Uh-oh. I didn't say that. Suddenly, that exploratory stroke along my thighs was more of a vice grip. Now, that kind of hurt. You think you can make fun of me, is that it? Make me lower my guard so you can have your laughs? I'm not laughing.
Who do you think you are?
You're just a security guard. Do you know who I am? I'm Niall. People fly across the world to see me. You know, that's actually pretty good that really hurts now. Her grips are getting tighter and tighter. Any hope of circulation to my toes is becoming a faint memory. She stares daggers at me, and finally, she lets go, stand up from the bench in a huff.
You tell anyone what I told you.
I can't believe I opened up to you. I won't. She glares at me for a while longer, as though she's trying to see right through me. Uh-oh. I catch a strange tint of color in her eyes, a stark contrast to the usual gold irises. It's entrancing? I wonder how she does that. It's all swirly and purple. In a flash, the gold returns to her eyes, and the tinge of frustration shows in her face before she turns away and storms off. I try calling after her, but she seems determined to be as far away from me as possible. With a sigh, I slump into the bench and watch her disappear into the distance. I never thought I'd be disappointed in myself for not getting an inappropriately timed boner. After a few more minutes of feeling sorry for myself, I pull myself back to my feet and start up the trail I came from. As disappointed as I am, it's not like I'm going to see her at work later tonight. There'll be time to fix things. Maybe some guys would be turned off, more scared by what Niall showed me today. But if anything, I feel like I want to spend more time with her, for better or for worse. What I got was simply a glimpse of the real Niall. There's a lot to be said for the beauty in those broken things. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt that she's also drop-dead gorgeous. That's not too shallow, is it? Nah, I'm sure it's fine. The trams have empty now. Most night workers are already in bed, and most day workers already at their stations. It makes a trip a lot less crowded, but it's a lot more lonely. I wonder how Niall got back. She didn't take the tram, so I hope it wasn't too long of a journey for her. It can't be an easy trek for barefoot like that. It's hard to stay awake, even as the sun is hanging in the sky. At least, I have a good 10 hours before work. I should be able to get a good day's sleep in. The tram slows to a gentle stop as you reach the station. I depart and make the long journey back to the apartment. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have come up with a better lie. I could have said that I respect her too much, or maybe there had been death in the family. I'm distracted enough by my musings that I don't even notice the short Tanuki girl outside the apartment's door until I almost bump into her. She makes her presence known with a surprisingly authoritative voice.
Welcome home, Employee 20.
Huh. Is she somewhere else in the game, I guess? I mean, after I did those quick looks, I didn't really go too much farther in this game because it's just busy these days. Did you enjoy your outing? I probably should have expected that. Maddie and I talked about it very clearly in a room filled with cameras. What I didn't expect is who would be accosting me about it. The short, cute monster girl with thick glasses, a faint glimmer in her emerald eyes. Yeah, it was productive. A lot of surveying done. Familiarize myself with the island more. I'm hoping that at least sounds half believable.
You can forgo the deception.
We know where you were and what you're doing. Well, I'm boned. I didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. It was a coincidence, really. I just thought didn't think, it was just... The amusement gleam in her eye, and the wise smirk stretches across her lips.
You've got a guilty conscience.
I guess I should expect that from a former Boy Scout. Either Niall was man enough to start running her mouth, or there's a microphone in the bench. Or on me. Oh god, am I wearing a wire? I didn't do anything. You spent quality time with Niall. There's nothing wrong with that. There isn't? Wait, I'm not in trouble?
Of course not.
We were planning on providing her with a ticket, so that she could vent some of her frustrations on her own volition, but then you came along. Taking initiative is admirable. Maybe your instincts for how we do things here are better than we anticipated. Strangely, it seems like they don't know about my conversation with Maddie either today. She's the only reason I even went there. Part of me feels like I should say something, but another part, the stronger part, says it would be best to keep things quiet. I only just got here. I don't need to get any of the girls in trouble unnecessarily. My mom always did say I had good instincts. She said I had good instincts for making the worst possible decision at the worst possible time. It's more like a partial quote, like, the customer's always right, or, great minds think alike. I wonder what the full of that is. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. I'm getting distracted.
The right man in the wrong place makes all the difference.
But, I will be noting the fixation on your mother in your file. Sweet, I have a file. Oh no, I have a file! I hope it's mostly good things in there. Don't worry about the file. Alright. I'm worried about the file.
Now.
Don't make a habit of it. Getting too distracted this early in your career would be disastrous. That's not my intention. It's not. It's not. You're not developing feelings for the stars? No.
Liar.
I'm not lying.
You like them.
Oh, real mature. I could explain the exact psychological indications that give you away, but that would eat up a lot of time. I can't read this one for the life of me. She scares me a little. Now get up to your room and get some rest. We need you back in the club tonight for another shift. We expect you to be quite busy. The girl walks past me, and I feel something dizzy, fuzzy run along my leg, drawing what I can only describe as eek from me before I realize it's just her tail brushing against me as she passes. I think I hear a giggle, but I can't be sure. Good night, I guess. She stops where she is, the long, fluffy hairs of her tail bristling briefly before she takes a moment to steady herself and looks back at me with a cool, disinterested glance. It's morning, idiot. Ah, right.
We look forward to seeing your progress.
But sit tight. A plane goes overhead, and the sound draws my attention for just a moment. Well, it is kind of weird because it was daylight before and then it's dark now. You keep saying wait, do you mean? By the time I lower my eyes again, she's gone. I suppose I wouldn't be surprised that she can make as quick a getaway as she does with the entrance, but I still spent a few seconds trying to spot where she disappeared to before I admit defeat. She must have meant the corporation. What else would make sense? Or maybe there's just another Tanuki somewhere. Maybe a cowboy or something. Nah, that'd be stupid. I make my way to my apartment and quickly get ready for bed. It isn't until I'm about ready to face plant into the mattress that I realize just how tired I really am. I guess the excitement of the day just got the better of me, or maybe it was the 4 coffees I had with lunch. With a yawn, I fell asleep. I feel sleep start to take me. Give one glance over at my alarm clock to make sure the alarm's set for the right time, and let go. I dream of fluffy tails and powerful hands. What a weird way to start my career. Okay, hyena. Let's just kind of check over here, like if it suddenly goes to another thing. Okay, yeah. Preferences, question mark. App? Okay. Gift? Would you like coffee beans? Oh, I see. That's where that goes. Huh. Okay, so I guess it's like you have to play the main thing, and then you can get the things that you can... Oh, wait. Back. And then you go to the store and do these things. When did I get 72 of those? Oh, it might have been when I played the,
About time you got something good.
whatchamacallit thing so I could make that one clip.
You win some and you lose some.
I mean, that seemed like a win. One would have to assume that some of these things are better than other things, you know? Especially for the girls. It would be kind of silly if, you know, all of them were the same, because it'd be like ammo clip. You'd think that'd be for the wolf with the big sniper thing. Granted, those don't look like the... Well, maybe I'm wrong. But yeah. Let's see, we got 2 right now, and then that's a 4. Oh, there we go. Preferences. Okay, okay. Oh, But now it's 10. Oh, but it's to be continued. Yeah, this game's still in development, you know? Interesting. I guess, like, maybe jewelry is a bit higher than other stuff, you know? I wonder if I could gift her things. So I guess it would have to go on our first date to do that. Yeah. Poppy, I think that's the one on the right there. Misty, I think that's the one with the gun. Maddie's the big mommy. Ari, I have no idea. And Cass? Who knows? Anyways, end of this thing. So comment, guys, I like comments, image you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. Sorry. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the rest of Epic Grow. And please remember to spay and to noodle your animals to help control the pit population. Oh, woo. But that's not going to be the end of this thing, because we have to see what we're doing next week. And dumb number generator. Number 12. So we're going to mute this right here. Well, actually, I guess we could just close it. And number 2 is... Waiting for the thing to do it. Oh yeah, something I saw somewhere. Foe Town, New Beginnings. Game bout doesn't bring it up. It's kind of funny how our thing was mostly just straight, gay visual novels, but now it's like, we got straight stuff. Oh yeah, if you want to play the previous one, it's there's a demo on itch.io, but if you pay $15 you get it on Steam or something like that. Also, yeah, we'll do the other things I completely forgot. You will take the role of a high school student who's returned to town of his childhood some time ago. The inhabitants of the town are mostly non-humans, but this doesn't really affect the daily life of our main character. His entire family are non-humans as well. Everyone except him, because he's half-bred. Huh, so we're part furry? Huh. You have to build relationships with various female characters, including primarily family members. Have fun. Okay. And if you want to play this game, it doesn't seem like they have an itch.io. Early access to this game is $3 und month. But it is kind of funny there isn't an itch.io to this. Well, let's just make sure. Anyways, if you want me to do a Let's Play series of the previous thing, then tell me, and I'll give it a point, which will put up higher on the user's choice list. And if you want me to do a quick look of any game, then tell me, and I'll put it in the quick look thing. Okay, it does seem like they have a itch.io page, which I guess you could download some free, 7.0. Now let's see, the most recent update. Okay, the most recent update on Patreon, it was 4 days ago as of this recording, and on itch.io, let's just make sure there wasn't a thing. Yeah, 4 days ago as well. Okay. Anyways, until next time, another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, of some free visual novel. Probably should put the music down a smidge. There we go. Anyways, thanks and see you.